then having to deal with things, and things that he has actually created, puts more stress on him. Oh, he'll be gone soon. He'll be out of that office in prison or something. He can't use his fucking immunity for everything. Congress has to approve a lot of stuff too. There are offices that are above his head that needs congressional approval to do this and do that and do this and do that. And what judges have to say goes. A judge is not a president, but in a courtroom, the judge is a president. He's God. And the judge makes a decision. I see a helicopter in the background. No, that's a plane. Well, they start the skydiving earlier down here too. Man, they start early. I think it's the only place in the Philippines that got the skydiving right here in Santa Fe. No shit. I don't want to try that. My luck, parachute won't open. No, I don't have a particular bucket list either, really. Some people do. Probably be my bucket list that would probably actually kill me. My luck. But it's a pretty sad situation going on. I don't know. America, United States is not the place I grew up in anymore. And a lot of people are feeling that too. They're just moving out. They just can't afford to live in the United States. All the wasteful money that the president is spending on. So much shit, but it could be going to the people. People have to beg for the $2,000. There was the Doge payment and other ones, and then this one here with the tariff stuff, teasing people. Like clickbait. That I'm going to give the American people, everybody, $2,000. There's a lot of people that could use that, but the timing was bad. Christmas came and gone. A lot of people were out of work because of him. They could have used that $2,000 to buy gifts and this and that and pay their rent and all that shit. But he'll gladly give money to different causes that only benefit him. That's what he does. Look, I could talk about Trump forever. It's not my favorite topic, to be honest with you. Not even close. There's one very, very, very sick man that needs to be in prison for what years he has left in his life. That would be the ultimate gift to everyone in every other country, too. It may happen yet, because even the Republicans that have supported him for so long are turning it. They're saying, come on, this is ridiculous. I mean, I voted for you because I thought you could do this and that, because I'm a very devoted Republican. I stick up for the Republican Party. But even these people, their sensibility comes in after a while, and they say that, no, this is ridiculous. I didn't vote for him to do this. No, that's not the way I think. That's not the things he's doing, trying to take over the Western Hemisphere and having people killed and this and that, finding excuses. The man is insane. He should not be in that office, period. And everybody agrees with that. He should not be in that office. But he tries all these protective measures, to try to, gain immunity from, look at the felonies he committed. And that has nothing to do with the Epstein stuff. And he's working hard, paying people off and stuff, and even killing Epstein to not, get him on a witness stand or something. The things that Trump was involved with, it was heinous. It was heinous. I don't understand why the wife's got enough money, I'm sure. I don't understand why she stays with him. She's empowered, I guess, and she likes power. She likes a powerful man. Excuse me. I don't know what she's doing. It's just a figurehead is all it is she is, God forbid she'd ever leave him. He'd probably have her killed too. I think she's living in, I don't know if you call it a self-imposed prison, but, well, she chooses to stay there, or maybe not. Maybe she's held captive against her will. Would you be not surprised for that? Probably told her straight off, if you leave me and embarrass me in public, I'm going to have you killed. I'll have your head on a platter. That, wouldn't be far-fetched. Oh, I don't know where Allo was. I was looking for him yesterday because he suggested 2 movies for me. And I decided to watch some movies last night. And I thought I made some screenshots. And I couldn't find it. So I wound up watching Dexter. And most people have probably watched that already. I don't know how many episodes there was. I don't know what episode I've seen, but I don't think it was finished. Yeah, Dexter. It was kind of interesting. This guy works for forensics. His specialty is blood forensics. And yet he's a killer himself who had a father as a killer, who was a police department sergeant too, who did all that shit and taught his son being Dexter, to kill and dismember and all that shit. Pretty bizarre shit, man. Pretty bizarro world shit. But I guess I didn't finish the series. I watched a few episodes here and there. It's probably worth watching the rest of it. But there was a couple of shows that sounded interesting that Allo mentioned to me. I wish Allo was on right now so I could get the name of those 2 movies. One was a series he wanted me to see, and the other one wasn't a series. And I thought I went to my files. I couldn't find it under screenshots. God, do I have screenshots, and I got to get rid of some of them. I got to release some of the memory on my phone here. I got screenshots of just about everything. People's shows, different things that were pertinent to keep. Some of it's a lot of bullshit stuff I got to get rid of on here. A phone can only handle so much, And you'll know it when your memory runs out or something. You're trying to do a show and it just cuts out on you. You're trying to do an upload or something, it just cuts out on you. That happened a couple of times. So I got to get rid of a lot of files. That would probably take about an hour to do. But then you have to look at every one of these things. Is this a keeper, or do I get rid of it? And I've made a lot of accidental screenshots. Sometimes this phone is kind of weird when you want to shut it down. There's a way of doing it on here. If you don't do it right, it's a weird phone. If you don't do it right, you'll be taking a screenshot, or it'll take you to Chat GPT. So, yeah, Mr. Technically Challenged, that's for sure. Anyway, I haven't had a chance to see what else is out there in YouTube land this morning. I've only seen a little bit of Slim's show. No, I think I've seen his whole show. The same shit, They go into the store, they're eating constantly, eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. And the little baby boy, what is he going to name him? Now he's going to name the kid Slim. They would go into the BI office, what was it, NBI, and going here and there for some paperwork. And I don't know, I think it has something to do with the kid, the Michelin tire kid, He's going to name him Slim. First, I thought he was going to name him Baby Boy. But now I think he wants to name the kid after himself. Well, at least give the kid a name anyway. Not call him Baby Boy. Really. Does crazy. And it is. God, don't give the baby your reputation by calling him Slim. I don't know. I feel sorry for that kid in so many ways. Because it's very clear to me and everybody else, they're just terribly irresponsible parents to this kid. As I said, I do not think that's Slim's baby boy. I don't think that's his kid. It's not his biological kid. I'm pretty sure of it. Whose kid it is, I don't know. But there's something wrong with both of them, really, him and his girlfriend. I've never seen anybody laugh as much as she is. Is it a happy laugh because her life is so happy she has to laugh at everything Slim says, or is she doing that to please him, or is she just plain wacky? You know, or does he feed her, laughing pills or something? Laughter is nice, it's cool. Somebody be happy and laughing, but it's all she does. But she even laughed when they shoved that fucking lemon in the kid's mouth. He was choking on it. She was laughing for about 3 minutes straight. She thought it was funny that her baby was choking on the bitterness of the lemon. That's child negligence. But people are too afraid. People too afraid to report. And that's all I see on his show is comments like that. They're all against a lot of shit he does. Attacking him for taking all the videos off, and I'm sure people got all the copies where he's taking all these underage women to the waterfalls and shit. So Slim and his girlfriend decided, no, you better get all that stuff off. But unfortunately for Slim, a lot of people, including myself, actually have some copies of that. And you could try to eradicate that shit from your show, but if it's already been copied, well, there's nothing he could do about it. People just have to use that information to make their reports. And I always say, go to DSDW, Department of Social and Wealth Department, Social and Health, whatever it is, Social Welfare Department. I think it's a valid situation to report them. I just really think. I'd say if it wasn't. I think it's very valid. And of course, especially the safety concerns with that kid in the car, and he don't care about it. He's already got into several accidents. And since he's now taken to kind of a diversion, now he's now taking his girlfriend out with the kid a lot. He changed the landscape. That there's more of a chance that they're going to get hurt because of his driving. You cannot be distracted that way and drive with one hand because you got one hand with your selfie stick out the window with your camera. That's how he got in trouble in a couple of times. Do you really want to see that happen? The kid to get hurt? I mean, really? Innocent child has no say in this matter? That's the point. That's why people are upset with him, including myself, because he doesn't care about the kid. Neither does she. She's just as guilty as he is. There's no excuse. He's got money to buy everything he wants, seemingly. He makes a lot of money from his show. And whatever his resources are from where he came from in Estonia, we don't know that either. Could have a pension from a job there. He's making good money, bottom line. But what he does with his money, he's also very cheap with his money, too. But when it comes to food, yeah, that's something else. And what he feeds the child, it's horrible, man. There's a lot of people rooting for him to be imprisoned or something, or knocked out of the country. Yeah, we have undesirables out here, but you're choosing the wrong people. These are undesirables. I can name names that are undesirable, and you know who they are. Those are the ones that should be ousted from the country. Those are the ones that truly have to be labeled as an undesirable and be out of this fucking country. Sometimes you got to clean up all the spatter. You have to clean up the mess. Because we're getting a bad reputation as foreigners out here when other foreigners are doing things that don't make us look real good. Attitudes do change, Not all Filipinos like foreigners here. You're under the wrong impression. Not all Filipinos value foreigners. And when they see all the crap they're pulling out here and how they disrespect the local people and the Filipinos themselves, their attitudes have changed. It's just a matter of time when their attitude is going to be more progressively, in the good direction of not being very welcoming to foreigners other than their money for the tourism. Like they say in Hawaii, yeah, come and visit here, but then go the fuck back home. Spend your money in Hawaii, but then leave. We don't want you here, fucking Howleys. That's the attitude in Hawaii. It can become the attitude here. It would not surprise me. It's a matter of time. I don't know why they think they could come here and abuse people and abuse Filipinos the way they do. One of these days, you're going to hear that a Filipina is going to kill one of the foreigners. I think that happened once. Some foreigner got stabbed by his Filipina. Bravo for her by not putting up with his abuse. Okay, is there anything else anybody wants to share? Otherwise, we're going to wind down on here pretty quick. As soon as I finish my cup of tea here, I think we're going to be out of here. I really don't have too much to say, really. I've kind of rehashed a few things on here on YouTube, but it's just the same shit. Jimbo from Asian Adventure with Jim is, simping out and whatever he's doing. Funny thing is, these people are real. What they do is not made up, really. You're seeing their lifestyle, chasing their tail all the time. It's real. Scotty can't find any friends. He can't find a direction. And old Scotty boy, as he calls himself, weird motherfucker that guy is, man. As I said, a cartoon caricature. Aimlessly going from here to there with no direction. That might sound exciting to some people just to travel around. But, he did his best shows when he was drinking. Supposedly he stopped drinking. He has the capability of editing and stuff like that. He could do some radical shit. But I think he's putting his talents in the wrong direction. But as I said, people know how to get people to their show. What he does is, tries to put on camera all the prostitutes and ladyboys and all that. And he knows that people outside of this country love that shit. Half of them got their pants down to their ankles all the time every time they look at a woman on here. Yeah, it gets that bad. No action in their country at all. And if for some reason they can't come here, they can't make it, they're not retired yet, or maybe they tried before and failed, but they want to live vicariously through somebody else on here. And a lot of that goes on. A lot of that. A lot of people living vicariously through me. They want to know day-to-day happenings of me. If there's something bad with my relationship or something. I talk about so much on here, but I don't talk about everything, contrary to your popular belief. I don't talk about everything. I make sure of that. I give out information and release stuff as I feel, and I think about what I'm saying before I say it. If it's something I should release on here and talk about, then I will. If it's not, then I don't talk about it. I had enough people going into my personal business in the past, so I've been putting a stop to that. Nothing more to say, really. What else is there to say? Unless they want to make up some shit. Well, they're quite capable of doing that, and they have done that too. Oh, well. I'm living my life. They're not living my life. That's the main thing. Put that in your vape pipe and smoke it. All right. Anything else, Ed? You seem to be the only one that's saying anything on here. I'm surprised Al was not on this morning. I need to ask him a question. Still trying to figure out those two movies he suggested. One of them sounded really good. The other one was going to be a series. I'm kind of skeptical about watching series. You get caught up in that. Like Lay's potato chips, you can't just have one. So you start a series. You want to see the next episode, because you started it. It gets you every time. I've seen some episodes shows that they were actually very good. There's too much involvement, though. You gotta make sure you see the same one. It's kind of like on YouTube, you got to make sure you got to listen to this guy. If he's got a live show on, what does he have to say? What can I use against him? They start copying you and making notes, even time stamping everything you say. That's sickness. That's absolute sickness. And we call the copycat channel that does that. Yeah. And I kind of have an idea who's behind that now, as I thought about it, which wouldn't be surprising at all, actually. Other than nothing new in the news, I don't, anyone new that I know died on here. That was a troll. Not yet. Just give it some time. It'll happen. It's inevitable with some people, unfortunately for them. Okay, well, when I said when I get bored on my own show because there's not much dialogue going on, that it's time to bug out. So, with that being said, I am here because you are there and vice versa. Catch you on the next show. And if you're simulcasting me Popeye, remember, I'm always willing to help. Give you something to talk about. Let's give him something to talk about. Let's enlighten his lifeless life. I can be very charitable. There's a lot I can say more about Popeye, but what's been said's been said. You'll know him as a total loser, so that's all you need to know. And hi, Barry. If you happen to be listening this morning, hope things are going very well for you. You'll be out soon. Don't worry about it. You'll be out soon. You'll be able to go back to America, America. And what you're going back to, I don't know, but I have a reasonable idea what you are going back to. And I don't think it's going to be any better than the situation you're in right now, to be honest with you, man. But c'est la vie. Whatever will be, will be. The future is yours to be. Que sera, sera.
Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's see. I only caught 21 minutes of his show. I figured it was going to be another 3 hour extravaganza, you know. But I hear he talked himself out about 2 in the morning while I was doing an eyelid check, which is pretty funny. And as you can see on the screen, it says video unavailable. All right. Now, I don't know about you guys, but he's charging somebody with cyber libel. He's saying Shaw did cyber libel against him. But yet he could come up, call her a concubine, and say that Barry is giving her money for sex, which is essentially calling her a whore. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, welcome in Captain Billy Jack, Grey Garden Estates, Mike Luna. Welcome in Don C, the great Don C. He was sending Aloe messages in public. Aloe, what movie are you watching? Oh man. Yeah, that boy's got an attention span of a gnat. He can't remember shit. Okay. I mean, really, this is fucking sad. So, like I said, he called Shaw a concubine, and he actually come out and said, you know, Barry was giving her money for sex. That's essentially calling Shaw a whore. Okay. And that's a fucking no no in the Philippines, Frank. All right. And Frank, she actually went to a doctor, and a doctor diagnosed her with PTSD. And Frank, you know nothing about PTSD, not a single fucking thing. You have no credibility when you talk about PTSD. And the only thing I will say about PTSD is if the doctor diagnosed her, She has PTSD. That's from the doctor, not me. And this is all in the documentation that Jay the Real Deal released. The list of charges, wording, and wrongdoing from him is immense. That's a fucking understatement, Chubba Wubba. That is a understatement if I've ever seen one. And right, last night I did a poll. Excuse me. I did a poll. And I said, if Frank dies, should we celebrate or should we take the high road? Frank, over 80% said celebrate. Not too many people like you, bro. 20% said take the high road. So I have to say, Frank, nobody fucking likes you. Okay. And see, Frank, I'm not here to insult how you look, how you walk. I'm here to talk about facts. Okay. You're under a psychiatrist's care because you're taking benzodiazepine and you're taking Lexapro. And as long as you had that prescription, Frank, you have to be under a fucking doctor's care, a psychiatrist. Now, Frank, they don't like people like you in the Philippines that have mental issues. Okay? They really don't. Uh, I'd be careful. I'd hide that really good if I was you. And Frank, you can insult me all you want. I don't give two shits. Right? Here is our goal. Number one, to aggravate the shit out of you. Number two, to get you to lose your fucking mind on live stream because it's great entertainment. And number three is our goal is to see you thrown out of Philippines. And it's not revenge, Frank. Just think of the long list of people you said terrible fucking things about. Right? The long list. How you doing, Chubba Wubba? And Raven Knight, welcome in. So if you take that long list, let's see, here's some of the people. Every girlfriend Barry's ever had, from Dimples to the so-called English teacher when he was in Manganelia. Let's see, Shaw. Okay, every girl he's ever been with. Jenny, you've had something terrible to say about those women. Right? That's just three women. Let's take two other women you used to say actually call them whores outright. Let's see. Holly Dunn is one. Brutally Lauren is number two. Okay. We have all that shit, Frank. We have all that shit. Okay. So there is like four women right there. Oh, let's include Dave Phelps' wife. All the shit you said about her. There's the fifth woman. Okay. Those are just females. And then another female is Kitschy Kim. All the shit you said about her. Chikasaurus, all the shit you said about her. We're up to 7 Filipinas now, Frank. 7 goddamn Filipinas. Welcome, Captain Billy Jack. Long time no see. Hope everything's going good for you. So we're up to 7 Filipinas. That's 7 Filipinas. And I could take the videos that I have and make a Popeye short that's an hour and a half long of all the fucking terrible things you've said about those women. That is all cyber liable, which you have done from Philippines, right? So, far as I'm concerned, in the boy mouth Discord, they haven't got a leg to stand on. Okay. This is not revenge, Frank. No, this is you getting your just desserts. Okay. Whenever you get into serious trouble, what do? You run. You ran from New York. You ran from Seattle. You ran from Hawaii. Okay. And why did you run from Hawaii, Frank? Oh, because you put a boy on your lap that was 8 years old and you sang about another man's penis to him. And you used all kinds of expletives while you were talking to him. Frank, that's abuse. That's abuse of a minor child that you committed. Yes, in Nika, that makes it 8. That makes it 8. Thank you. Okay. See, that's why I stick around because I got the history, Frank. I got the history. We know all about you. We know what a little prick you are. See, here, I could call you a prick. I could call you a pedophile. I could call you a dumb shit. I could call you a fucking coward. Okay? And see, Frank, you were just a facetious little prick when you filed that shit against Barry. Okay? Because what'd you put in there? He called me a pedophile. He called me a coward. Oh, dude, I can't stand Barry. Barry is where he fucking belongs. Okay? But you know what? Barry told the truth. You are a pedophile. You are a fucking coward. Okay? Just own up to it, Frank. These are all the things you are, Frank. These are all the things you did. Okay? And your shit abusing the Philippine legal system goes back 9 years when you tried to get a case put on Dave Phelps. Yes, 9 years ago. So you've been doing this shit ever since you've been in Philippines. Right? And from the minute you stepped in the Philippines, what has happened to you, Frank? Let's review that. Oh, let's see, got taken for 23,000 pesos in a fucking bar. Went back to fucking Hawaii and stood behind a tree and said you were in Mactan. Okay? Hmm. You lied about all that fucking shit. Then you come back to Philippines and you start fucking aggravating more people. Oh, yes, here's another Filipina, Rubylicious. You said horrible, nasty things about her. She's got it up on her channel. Hey? The list is getting long and fucking dubious, Frank. This is why 80% of the people who came in my live chat will celebrate your fucking death. Now, will I take the high road and not say a fucking word like I did with JW? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's another thing. All the nasty shit you said about JW's wife. Okay? Remember that? Now we're up to 9 Filipinas. Okay? The list is really fucking growing. Okay? But Frank, I will probably take the high road and say, "Hep, he's dead. Let's move on, guys. It was fun. but it hasn't been real fun. That's exactly what I'll say. Okay. Now, let's see. You went after Barry. You went after Dave Phelps. You went after Warren. You went after dipshit travel. You even committed cyber libel against Mick Fisher. You committed cyber libel against Yat Samodia. Okay. So now we're up to 10 Filipinos, Frank. 10. 10 Filipinos who you have badmouthed and committed cyber libel against. Why anybody in this God green earth would ever give you a pass or stick up for you, I have no fucking idea. None whatsoever. Okay? You have been the bane of the Philippines YouTube genre existence. Okay? Yes, the bane. Look that word up, bane. It's spelled Bane. And you look that word up, Frank, and you will figure out what I'm saying. Okay? Good morning, Dr. Prunken Zapetto. Oh, don't forget Princess Anne. There you go. There's another one. Princess Anne. Okay? The boo hag. You are all over the boo hag's ass. All right. Now we're up to 11 Filipinos you have committed cyber libel against, which all the evidence is out there. It doesn't matter how many videos you hide, how you fucking deny. You fucking did it. You did it. Okay. He fell for aloe, hook, line, and sinker. Ha ha ha. Comical. He thinks they're friends. Well, I'll tell you, Captain Billy Jack, that sounds like Frank's personal fucking problem. And I sure as shit wouldn't want to stick my nose between Aloe and Frank's friendship. He's like that chick that anyone gives attention to is their bestie. Yeah, that's a good analogy there. I like that one. uh, Good morning, Dr. Philippine. Or is it Felipe? But good morning to you all and good evening to you all. I hope you're all doing good today. And so there you go. We got 11 Filipinas he's talked shit about. He come up on a live stream yelling and screaming at Warren H. Die, motherfucker. Die, motherfucker. Die of fucking cancer. This is why the poll that I ran said they will celebrate when you're fucking dead. That's not me saying I'll celebrate. That is the people that come into my live chat that said they will fucking celebrate. Well, I'm glad I could make your night, Captain Billy Jack. Hey, I am Warren H. Please, please be kind to me. you know, so, dude, and uh, the things you said about Dave Phelps, the things you said about his wife, dude, they were all up there on the Riff Raff radio show. Anybody could go to any of those old live streams and hear and see what you wrote and said on the live streams. So, Frank, it's there forever. There's no escaping it. See, and I think people keep coming after you, Frank, because you will not admit you are wrong. You cannot take an L, okay? Let's see. Let's add your L's up. And the L, Frank, stands for a loss, okay? You got ripped off 23K in a bar. First time in Philippines. Fucking hilarious. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Okay. Let's see. You hooked up with a woman that's fucking married and has 8 kids. And you didn't know she was had 8 kids until you were 2 years into the relationship. That's a big L right there. I'm getting to that. Hold on. Hold on, Grey Gardens Estate. I will get to that too. Let's see what else. Some other big L's. Oh, yes. Your so-called new family, eh, got you involved with a 5-6 scheme and you lost 2 million pesos. Gone. History. You'll never get that shit back. It's not coming back. Don't 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 ever think it is coming back. Okay? That's another big L. Okay? In this war overall, you have had more L's than W. I can't even come up with a W for you. I really can't. I can't come up with a W for you. There's no W's for you, Frank. It's all been one L after another, one loss after another. Frank, for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you told everybody you were married to Gilda, that she was your wife, when in fact you knew she was not. You even staged photos of you and her in a fake marriage. Eh? That was fucking hilarious, Frank. That fucking blew my goddamn fucking mind. I couldn't believe you did that shit. And finally, when you were caught dead to rights, you admitted, yeah, well, she's really not my wife, but for all intents and purposes, eh? And dude, around this subject of your girlfriend or whatever you want to call her, you're breaking Philippine law. And it doesn't matter that Jimmy ain't reporting you. That does not fucking matter, Frank. Okay? It does not fucking matter. All right? You're still breaking the law. You have cardinal knowledge of a married woman in Philippines. You have broken Philippine law, period. And it's come out of your own mouth. You're the one who said you go down on her, you muff dive, and she's sitting there laughing her ass off, saying, "That's right, Frank." She admitted it too. There's more laws that you have broken. You bought a fucking house in Philippines. You paid with your fucking money. You did that on a tourist visa. That's against the law too. You cannot do that shit, Frank. Hey, you signed a lease for 25 years. You cannot do that shit on a fucking tourist visa. You are breaking Bureau of Immigration rules and regulations and laws. You are culpable. You are fucking guilty. Jimmy has a nice starter house. All he has to do is burn the bed and buy and buy a new one. Dude, the Filipinos don't care. They'll just change the sheets. Say, let's go, sweetheart. Come on, we make gilling gilling. And masarap, masaki, masarap. So, Frank, you've broken a multitude of laws while you're in the Philippines. Laws that fall under the fucking Bureau of Immigration and laws that fall under criminal statutes through the judicious system. Right. You're a fucking criminal. According to Philippines, Frank, you're a fucking criminal. And guess what, Frank? The best part about it is you put it all on YouTube. You're the one that opened your big fucking mouth. Okay? You're the one that would not take any advice when people were telling you, shh, shut your mouth, gonna get in trouble, gonna get in trouble. Remember when Mick Fisher come over there and he tried to tell you real nice, you should back off this, you should back off this and, you know, just let Barry rot in detention center and, you know, call it a fucking day and leave Shaw alone. But no, you had to keep pushing that fucking button. You had to keep pushing it. You had to keep doing it. That is correct. Chubba Wubba, every single issue he has is his own doing. Good evening, Tim Dizak. Let's see. Let me go back to all he does is get a fumble at free throw line, and Jimmy's still lobbing it. Sabu. Oh man. Oh yes. And dude, the racism you have used while you're online towards black people, Puerto Rican people, that's all cyber liable in Philippines' eyes. Okay? That was not becoming. That is another thing that has turned my poll into 80% they will celebrate when you're fucking dead. Okay? You're just a racist, spiteful, mean, old fucking man. That's what you are. Okay? And dude, everything that's come out of your mouth on YouTube has displayed that. There's no getting out of it. You cannot rewrite history. You just can't fucking do it. Can't rewrite history, Frank. And if you look at the title of my show, Frank the Pedo, Volume 32, right? My fucking God, I have simulcast you 32 fucking times. And 90% of that was last year. Okay? You did 2 or 3 shows from the time I went to bed till the time I woke up. Okay? You are addicted to YouTube. You are addicted to benzodiazepine. And you are addicted to Lexapro. And you are addicted to Benadryl. These are your major fucking problems. You should actually be in therapy sessions at least 3 times a week with your psychiatrist, Frank. That's where you should be. Not on fucking YouTube. Dude, and it would do you good to talk face to face with another human being. But somebody of your age would probably find that embarrassing. Oh, dude, you don't have to tell anybody, Frank. Just go do it. Right? You don't have to come up on live stream and say, "Hey, I'm seeing my psychiatrist 3 times a week." No, you just go keep your fucking mouth shut. But we all know how fucking difficult that would be for you to do, to keep your mouth shut. Because Frank, you always have something to say, right? And Frank, let's talk a little, just a little, teeny bit about your TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Okay. It is strong with you. Okay. And when I hear you talk about our president, I laugh my ass off. I refuse to go point to point or toe to toe on the subject of politics with you because A, you're a fucking idiot. B, you are a buffoon. Okay. And C, you are a low information person. You just don't really fucking know. And that's why I will never go toe to toe with you on politics because I, there's no need to. I could cut out of this live stream what you said and post it and guarantee you everybody would be laughing their ass off. Okay? So, Frank, my only advice to you when it comes to politics is quit reading the Yahoo page, the MSNBC page, uh, quit listening to the YouTube videos, okay, and find a real news source to get solid, good information. Okay? And but I will not. I refuse to argue politics with you because you're a fucking low information idiot. Period. Okay. And if that hurts your feelings, old man, tough shit. Okay. And thanks for being generous tonight and not making up a ton of new stories for me. Okay. Or about me. Uh, I seriously think Frank is the dumbest person I've ever met. Yeah, fucking, there's a few out there that might say, "Here, hold my beer." So be careful with a statement like that, Doctor Bronken Pizzetto. Oh man, but there you go. What did he talk about today? All he did was an insult the president and the first lady. Sit out back, listen to the roosters scream and yell, you know. Uh, The guy's a total fucking zero, period. So now that we're done with the subject, and I could talk about this fucking loser all fucking night long, but I can't do that. This weekend, guys, Patriots are playing the Chargers in the wild card game, and Patriots are favored, and I'm happy about that. Do I think the Patriots are gonna win the Super Bowl? I have no fucking idea, and I would not bet on it, okay? I would not bet on it, okay? And I'm not gonna bet on it. I will tell you this, I am happy with the Patriots season. It was unexpected. It was a great surprise. I enjoyed all the games, and whether the Patriots get knocked out of the playoffs before they get to the Super Bowl, It really doesn't matter to me because my team did really good this year, and they're gonna be even better next year. Okay. So I think the Patriots are back and the complaining will start again. If you don't like my Patriots, that's okay. You may express that. If you have a team that you like, you may express that. Because one thing I've learned with everybody who comes in my live chat, we can always have an intelligent conversation without saying, I'm going to take you to court. And I want to thank you all for coming in tonight. Michael Keegan, good Irish boy. Pats will win. Yay! I hope so. I hope so, man. I hope so. Shovel Wubber, you're quite welcome. I always enjoy doing this for you guys because, like, you, I mean, somebody's got to give you a platform to say what you want to say. Right? And I enjoy doing that. Right? And so, that being said, you guys have a wonderful night or morning wherever you're at. And I'll catch you on the flip side. This is Popeye One. I'm out.